Uh,
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, dude.
Is your game finished?
Yeah, bro. I'm literally. I was just hopping on Kovacs, just chilling, just waiting. Yeah.
Okay. Do you mind if people watch, by the way?
No, not at all, man. Not at all.
Okay. Perfect. Any questions before we start? We want to watch the Fracture game, right?
Yeah, bro. The one I linked to you before.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No, no questions. Just yeah.
Okay. Are you still gold too?
Yeah. I mean, I keep like getting up to like let's say gold 3 and then just dropping like sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we can go ahead and jump into it. Could you see?
Yeah. I'm gonna just drag it to my other one.
Okay.
Do you want to start off on A side?
Brimstone. Okay, so we're using.
Yeah, why not?
Was that Archon?
Do you want to start off on A side?
No.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. I just play controllers. I've played controllers since I started playing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll beat me.
So I like our buy a lot here. A lot of brims like to buy Stem Beacon. You don't have to.
Yeah.
That could be really good for entering on pistol round, especially.
Yeah.
Oh, much.
You're done.
Sure.
I notice controllers like smoke this.
Yeah.
Left.
But I also notice people often don't really go outdoors. So if you're gonna smoke that, you should probably say that you're gonna smoke it, just so
Okay.
like your teammates will be more likely to kind of go out through door. Because if you smoke it and then nobody goes out on your team, it's a
Yeah.
little bit of a waste. But good smoke. Here, I would like to see a smoke spawn.
Launching smoke.
Okay,
What are you spawn?
I think that's fine. Yeah, this is fine. This is good.
Yeah, I had.
Yeah.
Our smokes could have been a little deeper.
Okay.
It's a little picky, but if you think about this, like right here, see this one?
Yeah,
So-
definitely, yeah.
Yeah, so like this one's really good because like this right here, you just want it barely out of the door that you're smoking. So this
Yeah.
this like edge should be like right here. This is okay
Yeah.
as well. Could be a little better, but pretty good. We're gonna come back.
Two ropes, two ropes. I feel like someone's dropped. Oh, there's one more ropes.
They're both over here.
Yeah, one rope. One dish.
I'm in weak.
One enemy remaining.
That's some drop.
Last dish.
I think just kind of our awareness of like what's going on, like where the enemies are here, is a little like slow. I'll show you what I mean here.
Okay.
So here, right, I noticed this very very quickly. Okay, like that. So I see Omen on the minimap, or on the mini, excuse me, on the minimap, and then we see Jet in the kill feed, and there's only 2 people left alive. So I'm gonna stop watching flank and instantly shift my attention behind us. You notice it takes you kind of a minute here.
I'm in weak.
Yeah.
And then also here, again, I looked at the minimap. You can also see right here still on the minimap that she's still up here. So our crosshair placement does not reflect that we know she's up here. So
Yeah.
those are the things I noticed this round.
Yeah.
But you do correct, and you killed her. So good job. Pretty good round.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so okay, I can see a mistake here. Also, when we play second round, I think going A again is fine. But
Yeah.
tell me
We have close range for.
Tell me your logic behind not buying this round.
I think cause I'm not very good with a Spectre. That's why I'd actually prefer either a Sheriff or Ghost over a Spectre. That's just me. I don't know if you think that makes sense or.
You said you prefer Ghost or Sheriff over Spectre?
Yeah, for
Okay.
me, yeah, I think yeah.
Okay, I would argue that the Ghost is not really... It's not really worth it.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, the Ghost is just simply not good enough. But if you want to use the Sheriff, that's fine, but that would also require that you buy the Sheriff first round. So, again,
Yeah.
think about it like this. You want to win this round, right? Like, this round's a free round, because the enemy's gonna have to save. and you guys can buy whatever the hell you want as long as you're actually buying. So the armor is
Yeah.
good. It's good that you bought abilities, but you notice your whole team's buying, so you're going to be spending some of this money as well. The most
Yeah,
commonly
yeah.
bought weapon is a Spectre, but you can buy other guns. There's a Judge, you can buy Ares, you can buy a Marshal, you can buy a Guardian even if you want to buy like light armor. You can buy Bulldog.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I think the Spectre, I think you can be good with the Spectre. I think you should probably try and like invest time into improving with it a little more.
Alright, yeah, I'll try it out then.
Not that you can't win with a Ghost on this round, but just that you have this money here. And next round, the money's not going to be as valuable because the enemies are going to be full buying, right? So
Yeah.
just buy and secure the round. It's another free round after you win pistol round. Looks like we want to go A again. This is completely fine. Looks like we're on the same page. Okay, that smoke's off again. You noticed that?
Yeah, bad smoke. Yeah, really
Yeah.
bad.
I don't know if this actually matters because this is on high ground, but like if this was over here, right, they could kind of walk out. They could walk out into this, and that would be kind of bad. That's the main reason these are bad is because they can just kind of walk out, and you're giving them extra area to work with.
Yeah.
So stim beacon here would be extremely good. I think like a little calm would be good. Like, yo, I'm gonna stim beacon. Can we run in? Or I'm
Yeah,
smoking spawn for us.
Uh-huh.
I notice, like, I feel like you're kind of behind here whenever you smoke, right? Like, I feel like you put too much emphasis on, not too much emphasis on smoking. Like, you want to be smoking, but I feel like the fact that you're smoking is, like, putting a big gap between you and your teammates here. And I would want you to be closer to your teammates to be able to, like, you know, trade them, secure the round.
Chamber top down.
You can't
Did you
stay behind
think-
too, but...
Be quicker on smokes or like
Yeah, I think be quicker on smokes, but also notice how you're standing still. Like, you don't really need to be standing still when you smoke. You can be running up.
yeah.
Okay. Or you can run up far and then sit here and smoke. But
yeah.
the main thing here is like you're just kind of like there's a gap between you and your teammates that's increasing here.
Smoke's down.
So, and then we do it again, right? And you stop again.
Smoke's down.
Yeah.
Chamber top down.
So it's a minor thing, but
Bottom.
definitely worth noticing. The stim beacon
Yeah.
would have been really good here. I feel like, you know, just help us get into sight a little more explosively, a little quicker. Now you can just grab someone's Spectre on the ground. Yeah, I would highly recommend just learning the Spectre a little bit. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good once you get the hang of it. Okay, so not bad. I would say at the end here, this is not super bad, but I'm noticing that you're a little greedy for kills. This is fine in my opinion. Like, this is fine because you hear where he is. He's not shooting directly at you, he's shooting at someone else, so you could peek off him, get the free kill. But seeing that you wanted to go onto this guy and peek him too this is the bad part in my opinion, because if you die against this guy, it's 1v3, and then, you know, if your team all gives 1v1s, this is how you lose these types of rounds. So be aware of that. So now I want to see what we buy. Actually, we can buy because we won both. Technically, we should still have like a Spectre, and we should just be kind of saving this round. But this is fine too. So I mean, this is just not ideal. I would highly recommend the buying strategy that I just recommended to you, which is buying a Spectre and just getting kind of comfortable with it. It'll help you out a lot.
Yeah.
Go through this.
Next.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Do you feel like you use comms a lot or not very much?
To be honest, I've played the game a while. I still don't know like that many callouts and stuff. Like, I mean, I know like obvious ones, but not a lot of callouts. No.
Yeah, I mean, just in general, like with your comms, right? Not just like callouts, but like, do you like find yourself talking to your teammates and like saying, you know, like, oh, let's go this place, or let's go here, let's go A, let's go B?
Sometimes I should do a bit more.
Yeah, I think so. So far, anyway, from what I've seen.
Yeah.
Stem beacon also be nice to see.
Are you just gonna run?
Launching smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he's getting close.
Yeah, you can just run. Stem beacon down here would be really good again.
Smoke's
Yeah.
down. Stim beacon here.
Okay, good. I feel like we could have thrown Stem Beacon on our teammates. I feel like that's the kind of more valuable part of Stem Beacon, is you can throw it with teammates.
Very nice. The heal.
Spike down B.
See ya.
Last player standing.
Good try.
Thanks.
Spike down B.
Yeah, this is pretty good. We could have also smoked here, right? Again, I know you heard the other one. you want to get the kill, I think it's fine to go for the kill here. But just as an alternative, you could have just smoked this whole area and just helped your Omen or Kid get the site.
See ya.
You
Yeah.
could have very easily killed that guy too, though.
Yeah, it's unlucky.
So really, so far, I would just like to see a little more communication, a little more ability usage, coordinating with your teammates. So specifically the stem beacon, right? And then like telling your teammates what you're smoking. That's an example of how you can use comms a little more effectively as a
Yeah.
brimstone. So now we're gonna be buying as a team.
Volley.
Okay.
She's speaking.
Stage cannot build.
Healing you.
Thank you.
Speaking. Nice.
Reloading.
Launching smoke. Smoke's down.
On side.
Okay. So Ren is ulting. That tells me personally that she's probably really close to us right now.
Yeah.
So as long as we just play together here, this should be fine.
Sounds right.
Enemy A.
Main.
Good job. Your aim's pretty good. The one thing that I'm noticing is we're kind of like you're kind of autopiloting it just a little bit. By that,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
do that a lot. Yeah, I noticed that as well. I just always like
do the same
forget
thing.
something. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, cause like you come here and you'll smoke. Same thing,
Nice.
right? Like it's not bad that you smoke this. It's just bad that like. It's just bad. I feel like that you're not letting your team know that you're gonna smoke it, and then, cause like if I were to smoke this, I would probably run outdoor if I didn't have the spike, and then ask a teammate to come with me. That's how the smoke is
Yeah.
really good. Otherwise, you don't really need to smoke it. Another thing this round, I feel like I feel like we're kind of like, I don't know how to put it. Like, I feel like we're kind of just letting the round happen, and then we're kind of waiting for our teammates to do stuff, right? Like, I know you're not a duelist, so you don't want to be going in first or anything. But I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I feel like there's like a level of initiative as a controller that you kind of want, ideally. So, but good shots. I feel like again your aim's pretty good.
Yeah, thanks.
I feel like you could just say like, yo, let's go beat this round, guys. Right? That's what I'm talking about when I say comms, because you have ult, like you know where you as a brimstone player where your ult is good at. Your teammates do not know that, so tell your
Yeah.
team like where you want to go so your ult can be good. I think B is pretty good for your ult. It's probably better, maybe not better, but
Yeah,
it's
it
pretty
is.
good. So that's a strategy.
Yeah.
And just let your team know that. Let your team know what you're gonna smoke.
Get out of my way.
Oh wait, I'm alone.
I respect the light swing.
yeah.
You ever play Duelist? Cause
No, I've just been playing controllers the whole. I used to play like Sage and stuff like that, but I just really prefer to play smokes. No one else likes to play it, so
is that the only reason you play smokes? Like, do you feel like you're good at smokes? Do you feel like that's what you want to play?
yeah, I do want to play smokes. So I quite like it.
Okay. Because
Yeah,
honestly, like, I don't really tell people this that often. I feel like so far, I mean, we've only seen a few rounds, but so far, your aim seems above average for gold. Like, your aim seems like it could be plat, honestly.
yeah, thanks.
So far,
Yeah,
anyway.
I
I don't know, on average,
Yeah.
but
I do
But-
Kovacs and stuff. Yeah,
Launching smoke.
Rena's probably
Stim
inside.
beacon here.
good, much better stem beacon, right? Really good. You don't. That's not something you really have to say to your teammates. It's more on you to get a good stem beacon down for you guys. Here, I would absolutely look to ult somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, easy shot.
Res, res.
So
Oh,
this smoke, by the way, that you threw is a little bit scuffed. I didn't even realize that.
what?
Launching smoke.
Rena's probably
Stim
inside.
beacon here.
So this smoke right here, I would
Yeah.
prefer the smoke to be like up closer, so that this is just
Okay.
blocked. They can flash
Yeah,
out of it, but this is just a bit. It kind of gives them a little bit more of an advantage whenever if they want to walk out of the smoke sooner.
Res, res. Oh,
Like right here, this is bad. This is bad, especially
Yeah,
if there's like
yeah,
an
yeah.
op or something, or you
Yeah.
know, yeah.
fuck, I can't. I'm sorry. That one.
Launching smoke.
Yeah, it seems like that's your default smoke, so just kind of adjust that a little bit.
Res, I know.
I would
Yeah.
try to res. I'll try to res a KO.
Oh, bro! Oh my God, this Reina just got me killed.
I think we could have res the KO a little sooner, like just instead of. I'm not really sure what we were doing here.
Yeah, I don't know. I think just autopiloting again. Like,
Yeah, I think we're just kind of like I don't think we realized that you could have rezzed here like safely.
I don't actually think I realized. Yeah, that's
He's
what I was
down.
thinking. Yeah, yeah.
That's fine though. But that's my number one priority here. The smoke's fine. Again, just the smoke's placement here. But yeah, you could also look to ult. We don't need to, but I feel like we lost that. Unlucky. I feel like
yeah.
I feel like I really also okay. So I always say this when people play this map. Since you kind of we mentioned that you kind of autopilot a little bit, especially with kind of like how you use your abilities so far, or specifically your smokes. I also want to mention that on this map on Fracture, there's this half of the map that you kind of need to make an effort to go to because there's a lot of opportunities on that side of the map. If you're not going there, you're missing opportunities basically. And so I can tell like most people's normal is to just stay on this side of the map because like it's just where you spawn, right? But you want to break out of that. You want to kind of figure out where you can kind of make opportunities, create opportunities for your team. Okay, he's opping. What do we do? He's opping. What do we do? We should leave. We should
Yeah.
instantly leave. And this is where comms come in handy as well, right? Like they're opping. Jet's opping A. There's three A, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
must be able to identify this very quickly. Jet's opping, reaches here, and then you see Omen flash. So there's three
Yeah.
guys. Go B, go B, go B. That's what I'm telling to my teammates, and that's what you should say to your team as well. So let's see what you do. It seems like we're gonna go. It seems like we're still gonna go. So we really, whenever there's an op, like I know that people the op's probably not as scary in gold, but you definitely want to get started building a habit to avoid ops early, in my opinion. And just because like it just makes them useless, right? Like if you push
Completely
into them
rotate.
here, yeah, completely rotate to B. Ask your team, emphasize it strongly to your team. There's an op. Let's leave. Let's leave. Let's leave. Because that like this, if you push into the op, yes, she could be bad and just miss shots. But if you go B, she can't really do anything because retaking with the op is just so hard. And there's three people here, so there's well two people now, but there were three people here. We really just don't want to be peeking this.
Oops, sorry.
I feel like this is where you want to smoke this right here, right? Smoke
Okay,
this
and then push him
come
over.
door.
Yeah.
And smoke spawn for your arena and for your chamber. But
Yeah.
you know, ask them like, yo, I'm gonna smoke. Can we go out door? I'm smoking for us, because then we don't have to face the op, right? And then we can just kind of push towards site.
Yeah.
We knew the Omen was there actually from the flash, so Jet on the site. Like this is, it's just unnecessary to push into an op. It just gives them like, it just makes the game so easy for the opper.
I should
There's
have.
just no point. Yeah, you
think I
can.
should have ulted the site? I should have. Yeah.
No, I don't think. I think you should have just left. But ulting the site is
should've
not.
just-
Ulting the site is
Yeah.
not bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the only problem is if she has a dash again, then yeah. But yeah, I would have just left. I would have left as soon as we saw the first shot. I like that you jump peeked. It's time to leave. Like I'm screaming at my team to leave in the nicest way possible. There's two, and there's two on site, right? The rain is probably here too. Like we could still leave, right? We could still leave. We could even res the KO.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, I would like to. If our Sage is running up like this, I would really like to see you up closer to her here as well.
Yeah.
One enemy remaining.
A big takeaway from this round
Run
is that we should be rotating sooner. Good try.
Thanks. What do you see like in a fight like that? Yeah, like what is it to do with? Because I always lose like duels like that. Maybe you go back a second see. Like, is it like am I shooting too early or am I like I don't know? Or is
No,
it just
okay.
like
I see what you're doing here actually.
yeah? I always lose duels like that, and it's just like I don't know
So-
how to. Yeah.
So there's two ways you could take this fight. The way that you
Yeah.
do it is you're peeking around the corner, but
Yeah.
you don't need to be peeking around the corner, right?
Yeah.
All you need to be doing is holding this angle, right? You can pick
Oh, yeah.
whatever angle you want to hold at. So like you can come over a little more to the left, or you can hold right here. I would probably come to the left a little more because like she's probably gonna be looking right this way instead of over here. And then because you see what you're doing, you're walking into her, and it makes it very easy for her to kill you.
Run away, run away.
You see?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because then
yeah.
you have to adjust, but she's looking straight at you. So if you were just waiting for her, her head walks into your crosshair, you just tap her. Whereas here,
Okay,
you
yeah,
walking into her, and it puts you at a disadvantage. So it
Yeah.
might be aware of that. You definitely be aware of that.
Just,
Holding
like,
angles
hold
is like
angles,
super
yeah.
super good. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So we still have ult. I would like to see us just, again, use some comms. Like, yo, I'm ulting tower. Let's push B, I'm ulting tower. That's all you gotta say. Because, like, at this point, you're probably thinking, like, I don't want to waste my ult. But by thinking that and not using it for, like, 3 rounds, you're actually wasting your ult, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree.
And then, so now there's chamber up. We want to be cautious of that. We also have res. So I'm always looking at the ults. I'm always thinking, how can we use them? What ults are coming up soon? We also don't need to while you're swing this. Again, your aim's pretty decent, so you can. But, you know, if there's an op, you want to be cautious. If you're getting outplayed, you don't want to swing this. I like coming up how the Reyna is right here. I always jump up like this, like Reyna. And then you could just jump up here, smoke from here. Make it a lot easier. I think, yeah, I think more emphasis, like, I think in this scenario, I would be more focused on getting up closer to here, smoking ASAP instead of taking a fight. Because, like, think about it here, right? We were wasting a bit of time here, and we should be smoking probably. Because now, when you go to smoke, this is when I'd be throwing a stem beacon and trying to go in with my team, not smoking. Because they're going to go in, and yeah. So again, this is where you could just ult. Like, your ult is going to get a free kill here, probably. No way it's a waste.
I'm an idiot.
I feel like our mollies are so far kind of weak too. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Like just in general.
Yeah, it's not much impact here. Really.
What'd you say?
Probably no impact on them, right?
Yeah. I would just say like the placement's kind of bad. Yeah, like you don't have to use lineups. I would just recommend maybe using it for, like, try to think where can you throw this molly that is gonna be a nuisance or be a problem for the enemy. So like think about like whenever you plant and then you have the smoke, you can molly right here whenever you think they're about to run up, because then they either have to push through and die or just wait for the molly, which is really annoying. Or you could just straight up molly the spike without lineups. You don't need lineups. And that makes it really, really hard for them to win the round. So your molly is a very valuable tool, but right now you're not. Okay, I'm glad that we ulted. Okay, easy. I feel like we have a bit of a habit of pulling knife out at bad times. I've noticed that a couple times.
Really bad. I need to stop buying knives. Like, I've got so many, I'd like to pull them out.
Yeah. We hear him. We didn't use stem beacon, if you haven't noticed as well. So the ult was good. I mean, it wasn't good. It was fine, but I'm just glad that you used it mainly. So I would like to see you use it more for like actually taking control of the site. Like, okay, I'm gonna ult tower, or okay, I'm gonna ult A site. Can we push in with it? Something like that, right? The way that you used it is fine, but it's really good to just kind of like push up with. You know, on bind, whenever you ult U-Haul, you can think of it. You can think of it just like that, except find other areas on different maps.
Okay.
We will bury them.
Again, you only play on this side of the map. You're missing out on lots of opportunities over here. And again, you can ask a teammate, could someone come arcade with me? Could someone come up dish with me?
Under their transgression.
Yeah. You know, especially in this in like gold, no one ever really.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Especially in lower ranks, because people just don't, especially dish, people don't really watch dish that much. So you can get up, get a free kill from behind them almost, I would say like 75% of the time. Or maybe even like multiple kills. And then arcade, people sometimes don't watch as well, which is interesting. So you like, you know how you walked up here, all the way up to here, and that guy, you killed that guy there. You almost killed 2. Like you can do that, except you can smoke this and then walk through it or something crazy like that, and it'll work.
You want to play? Let's play.
Chamber's gonna keep.
I feel like I've coached like 3 people recently, and I feel like in all these VODs, people just never rotate. So like, I don't know how to tell you, but you know how I said earlier, rotate from the op? Like, not just whenever there's an op, like sometimes going into a site is just an uphill battle. So like really, just choosing to leave instead of trying to fight them is just the best thing. So always trying to be thinking of that is really useful. So here, if there's a chamber op, this is even more dangerous than a normal op. So, okay, guys, let's leave. You grab the spike and get out quickly.
Spike down A.
Get out. Instead of just standing here and wasting time, get out.
Yeah.
Because, like, you see your whole team wants to do this still. Like, it's just hard for me to understand. I don't think that rotating is in your guys' mind or in your brain yet. And that is one of the most important skills you can have. Surprised that the op is still not here. That molly is okay. And your mollies are okay. This is just like, I don't know. It's kind of just like a chance for him to be there still.
Yeah.
And it kind of also, this is actually slowing you guys down. Let's give you bad. Yeah, we also have not gone outdoor. I feel like if you smoke tower and then go outdoor with a teammate, that's really useful. Is this your duo?
Yeah.
Are you playing with someone?
Yeah, just I wouldn't say my duo, but just 3 people I trio with sometimes. Yeah.
Okay. Are they in this game?
In this game, yeah.
Okay, I would say again, if you're playing with these people, even if they're not like frequent, if you're not frequently playing with them, even, I would recommend asking them to like follow you around or asking to play off of them or play with each other, right? Because that makes the game easier to win when you have good teammates you can rely on. And it sounds like you guys aren't really talking much to each other.
Yeah.
We always peek like this. This is fine. We can't kill this guy, but I would just focus on running up here, smoking, and then peeking and throwing stem beacon. And that's an op. Like, I don't know how. Oppers in this rank aren't the greatest, but
Yeah, I should have died.
yeah, you should have.
Yeah.
Okay, this is much better. This is much better. Molly, save the molly. I feel like you're just chucking your molly just to use it. Like, save it till a little later in the round, and more opportunities will present themselves to you for good mollies.
Yeah.
I can hold CT. Breach yourself.
Your aim's dirty.
Thanks.
One gen.
Doom peek. I got gen.
Smoke's a little off again there.
Last CT.
Because if you notice here, this guy has an op, or he did have an op, right? And this is really bad. You'd be crucified.
Yeah.
If this
Yeah,
was an immortal, you'd be getting flamed. I don't say that to be rude, but this smoke
Nice, man.
this
Yes,
smoke
man.
must be covering all this, yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll keep that in mind.
Okay, good job.
Anybody?
Okay, so again, it's talking about comms. Scanning for ults. What ults do the enemies have? What ults do we have? What ults are close in the game? So, what ults would you say that we have in the game that are important right now?
Our ults.
Hmm?
Wait, in the whole game, what's important?
Yeah, like which specific ults or ult is important right now?
On their team, Chamber. On our team, Sage. Our Chamber.
Okay.
Omens. Yeah, Omens is like quite important, I think.
Okay. I meant specifically like which ones do we have ready? But those you're correct on those.
Ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got KO one ready and Reyna.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So I was looking at KO. That's the main one. But also I noticed you see Breach, 6 out of 7.
Yeah.
This is the most important information that I'm taking in right here. Everything else
Would
I'm
you
looking
check-
at. Yeah.
Would you check that every round? Like
Yes,
ults
yes.
and every single round you check ults
Yeah.
and stuff.
Because you have about 20 seconds at the start of every round, before every round. Buying should be automatic. Where you go, not necessarily automatic, but it shouldn't take too much thought, right? And otherwise, you're probably just standing still, not doing much. So just scan. You don't have to look at every single one. Like okay, like just scan, see which ready. Like in my head, Reyna ult, Jet ult, and Omen ult, these are all useless. Like I don't care about these. These are just individual ults. Yeah, if Jet has knives, you gotta be a little careful, but like that's not gonna change the game. KO ult is really important because if I'm you here, I'd be like, okay, KO, can we ult A? Let's push A together with KO ult. And that changes the game. That makes the round so free to win. And if Breach ult's one orb away, if Breach gets a kill, then you guys are kind of screwed, right? So you want to know that as well. Chamber ult, obviously really important, but...
We'll give it a go.
Get out of my way!
Watch out for blind. And Jet is.
I like that we're waiting that out. I know there's at least 2 here. There's at least 3 here.
Oh.
My bad.
Where Willie?
He always pushes Zuck on now.
I feel like we're just kind of slow. Like with your aim, I would like to see you kind of go up a little more. Because I already know that you're not going to rotate. So if we're here, let's go for it. You know, our teammates are dead.
Yeah.
If we're not going to rotate, let's go for it. I could just see some like apprehension here. Some
He always
caution.
pushes Zuck.
Yeah.
Like with your aim, just like walk up. Just walk up here.
Alright.
So you can walk up silently. Again, smoke door, have some initiative, right? I know you're not an initiator, but still, you are a controller, and controllers kind of like guide, kind of act as like glue to keep teammates together or to coordinate teammates. Because you have smoke. Smoke's smokes matter a great deal in terms of where you guys can actually go as a team. So smoke up here, come out door, ask your team to come with you, run out, or just walk all the way up here. Someone's probably gonna peek you guys pretty soon.
Yeah.
You can gun out.
I think I did it this time, and I don't know. I can't remember this game actually. I'm not sure.
You see what I mean? Like, just from my perspective, like I want you to take fights here. Like you can put some smokes down, but what I was talking about here is you come back, and then like I don't know why you have to come back here to smoke. Maybe just to be safe from the door.
Yeah,
But, like,
yeah.
I feel like we could have done this already.
Yes.
Or just don't even smoke if you want to be completely silent about it. Like now, I want you running out. Like in this scenario, go out first because there's no duelists and you have really good aim and you don't have the spike. Sage has spike. Yeah, this is pretty solid. Ooh, I don't like the molly. Molly is gonna give away your position here.
Yeah.
So just wait here. Honestly, they might not expect you here, even though they kind of made some footsteps.
Wait, oh, one.
So he's gonna be looking at you whenever the smoke fades. I might even go under here, to be honest, just to be tricky. Sneaky.
Yeah.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
I think he's whole. I'm not sure.
I have 1,000.
He's on the other side anyway. So, jump over that.
Gun out.
He's behind the wall. Behind wall.
He's gonna stick it. Good try.
Behind the wall.
Yeah.
Behind wall.
Do I need to clear the corner here? I think we could just been a little quicker and actually would have won the round.
Jump over.
Yeah, I know.
Like just right here, run, jump, run, because we pause here for a couple secs, and then we clear that for some reason. I think just muscle memory maybe.
Yeah, probably.
And then we could have won that easily. If we didn't stop on the wall, you would have killed him. He probably would have stopped. He probably would have got off, but then you could just still win the round with your aim.
Yeah.
But pretty well played. Like you see, you got rewarded for coming out sand, and that's the first time
Yeah.
you've done that. This is what I'm talking about, right? Like that's your first time doing that, and it works. So come over to this side of the map for the first time, and that'll also work.
Okay.
Okay, well, okay, can we get your ult here?
Because you'd have 9k.
Let's see, right? Should we?
Yeah.
Again, he does this every round, so you should be like, yo, let's wait for the stun.
You gonna fake
Yeah.
Bailey for a sec? Like,
Yo, let's wait for the stun. You're gonna stun it.
just blind.
My ult's not ready.
Now we got Sage, KO, and Breach ult. These are all important ults.
Smoke's down.
More active ults are
Beacon down.
KO and Breach ult. If KO ults, it's just very free here.
No one on site.
There's an
I feel like you kind of play more just like on your own, and now I like to see you play a little more with your teammates.
Wait, I'm bidding you, I'm sorry.
Oh, so like stay closer to teammates.
Stay closer to teammates, like don't be scared to just kind of take fights sometimes. I kind of feel like you not necessarily are scared, but I feel like you just position far back. And I feel like, honestly, that's why I was asking about you playing Duelist, because I feel like if you play Duelist, this would be so much easier for you to just have more confidence. Even just to build the confidence skills.
Wait, don't plan,
I might try.
Like, yeah, because here, like, you really don't want to be here. Your Sage is planting alone, and she's getting pushed. Like, you want to help her. We don't want to be opping.
Don't plan, don't.
I know you have ult. You might be trying to play, like, ult or molly, but
No.
that's
One
pretty
enemy
unfortunate.
remaining.
Yeah, I don't know how I missed that.
And then we lost the same way. It's unlucky. So, people in this rank don't ult. Like, ask them to ult. Use your ult. Tell them where you're going to ult, and then play off of it. We have all these strong ults that we're just holding, and I don't understand why. Because it's just free rounds. If we use each one of these ults on 3 different rounds, this is 3 different rounds we could have won easily. But we
Yeah.
just wait to use them
Let's wait for
as a
breach
team.
stun.
Yeah, wait for breach stun, but
Oh,
for some reason we just take it.
oh,
Again, you're kind of just chilling back, right? Smoking.
He got the TP.
And that smoke's only useful if your teammates run out. And so by smoking that without saying anything, you're kind of assuming that they're running out. I know I've already said this, but
Yeah, yeah.
just getting out of your old patterns of behavior.
Launching smoke.
don't want
Okay, you get some different smokes there.
Down you go.
He jumped.
One dish.
Okay, I'm glad that we ulted.
Wait, top side.
Now this worked for you last time, and you're doing it again. I think this is fine, to be honest. I think
Yeah.
yeah, we should walk. This is fine.
Just like he was topside.
You pull your knife out a little bit much.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Oh my goodness. We could have, if we had trigger discipline right here,
Yeah.
because you hear her running that way, so you don't need to shoot the eye. Just wait, don't shoot her. Shoot the jet and then shoot her. It's so easy. You can still probably win this, but. Oh.
Spike there.
Could have won that.
Fuck, man.
But yeah, you see how some trigger discipline could have won you that?
Yeah, definitely.
This guy had no clue that you're there, and then you could catch the jet before killing the Reyna. But those are some rounds you guys should have won for sure. You're playing pretty well. We have the same buy on defense. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. As long as you don't get one tapped. Smoke's a little bit far forward. You see what I mean? Right here.
Yeah, could be further back.
This right here should be deeper this way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jet is flanking.
I don't like they were here again. I feel like you just position like in places where you can't do what you need to do. And in this case,
Yeah,
you need to defend the site. You need to be helping your Sage. You need to be playing, you know,
Yeah.
like if the plan is to retake, that's fine. But at least say that, or just play with your Sage. Play on site. Here,
Okay.
Rotating. Wait, someone's there.
let's see what I would have done here.
Positioning is the worst thing I think for me.
Yeah, like here, I would come up this ramp right here and sit behind the box,
Okay,
or come over here quickly, check right here, and then go up tower ASAP. Because these people are coming
Okay.
out. Your Sage is gonna die, and there's nothing that she can do if she just dies, or there's nothing. She can't be traded if you're not there.
yeah.
And you need to be on site to help her, basically. And this is a common theme that we've seen, like attacking, you sit back, smoke, wait, and just kind of avoid playing with teammates. I don't think you're purposely doing it, but play around teammates. Play around the objective more.
Yeah.
Spike planted.
And now it's like, what are you waiting for, right? Like, we're not defending anymore. Now we're attacking. We need to, you know, push in. I would have already been going up here. That was pretty unlucky timing. Ooh, nice.
Player
It could have worked too. I just feel like if you're positioning a little more aggro, like imagine you came up in tower here and caught them. Like it might seem kind of, it probably seems scary to you because like you thinking they're gonna be like all looking at you. But if I
Yeah.
come up tower and just look here, I would kill 3 probably in this rank, like at least 3, because I know that
Yeah.
I could kill the planter. The other people probably aren't gonna be looking at me. There might be one person looking at me, but if I kill that person, then I just get more kills.
standing.
Yeah.
But I feel like you're kind of a little scared of positioning more aggressively, maybe. So you gotta break through that. You gotta have confidence.
Yeah.
I think we could buy like,
Any smoke?
I like a shorty buy personally here, but we don't have to do that.
Sound of wind, Don't.
Seems like it's gonna be A or B.
Breaking wall.
Or someone A.
Launching smoke.
So here again, we have a classic. We have nothing to lose. I would be pushing up the site right now. I'll just be running up. Just taking a fight back here against the Marshall is just kind of.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, guys. It's not like he might be. Could already be in tower.
Could go back to A as well.
Yeah, I think they're going
Wait,
back.
wait.
Omen, tower.
That's good, dude. Jet's top.
Okay. Again, if we played in tower or like played close with the shorty or maybe even with the classic, he could have had done more work there, but that's
Yeah.
okay. Playing looks like only B so far, so I'm just taking note of that.
Yeah, jump peek again.
Okay.
Yeah, Reyna's on B with the Marshall. I think.
Okay, pretty good.
I think it's A.
Launching
Yeah, just
smoke.
throw a smoke like there's nothing they can do there. I like the early rotate.
Yeah, chamber.
Stim
mid.
beacon's fine as well.
A.
Spikes.
I think that's a good
You
smoke.
can't drop. Wait, you got to check. Okay.
Not anymore. Because now I just want to hold the spike. Here we can just say, don't molly this. I would just say you want to run through. Looks like your random might be asking you actually.
Wait for a sec.
Yeah.
Molly.
I just think the mollies is kind of useless. It's kind of a waste in that scenario.
Random.
Enemy down.
stop pushing here. Stop pushing here. It's 4v2. We have the spike. If your team's up numbers, you don't need to take any more fights. That's the rule you can use. So if it's 2v4 for you guys, it's perfectly acceptable to be going aggressive. But in this scenario, this is too aggressive because we're just giving them a free chance to get back in their round, basically. And we don't want to do that.
One enemy remaining.
Last one's there too. Free round. Okay. I like the way jump peek. I feel like it could get you punished though.
Yeah.
I think the judge just smokes. The judge just smokes the trip.
I like the early rotating, but this is gonna get us punished as a team if we all rotate like this. So kind of be willing to stay back a little bit in certain scenarios, especially against a team that you know might come back. But this team so far seems to be pretty cut and dry.
Nice.
That's a fine smoke.
We have spike, we have spike.
Launching smoke.
I'm gonna make sure we're not getting flanked.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah, flank. I knew it. Flank.
That's good. This is why over rotating like that could just be bad.
Yeah, you was right as well. You was.
I think you said flank.
I knew it. Flank. Guys, flank.
I would call that spawn, like in our spawn, because flank is
Okay.
kind of confusing, because flank is a bit subjective, from depending on where people are located. Okay, good round. Okay, you notice we just always kind of do the same thing, like not just here, but also on attack. Like I feel like you either go A main or you go B main, and that's basically what you do. And so breaking out of old patterns of behavior is going to be extremely important. Because again, it's through breaking out of your old patterns of behavior that you start to begin noticing new opportunities. So if you, instead of going here, you go arcade, you're gonna realize, oh, maybe I can go under, and then catch them off guard. By the way, that play is extremely good.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, good up.
Launching smoke.
That's main.
Do you wanna flank? Do you wanna flank?
Chamber.
I can ult them out. Wait, I can ult them out of main right now, and then we can get close.
Gotcha.
This is exactly what I want you to do, right? That's perfect. Like I'm gonna ult them out of A main. That's exactly what you want to be saying to teammates. Not that specifically, but just anything around your ults, around your abilities. Easy.
I've got spike last main,
Spike
last
down
main.
A.
We don't need to ult because he probably has a TP.
Should I ult?
No, I would save the ult anyway.
Forward him, but I'm not gonna pick him.
This is smart.
Stim beacon down.
I'm just gonna come to you guys.
I think the stem beacon is fine. It might be not necessary. I think we just play B. Like just go tower. I would just go tower.
Yeah.
Just to deny the plant. Oh wait, we have a spike. Never mind.
Spike's
Yeah,
still main.
You can wall it off. Just play safe. He's gonna peek.
That's our chambers, that's our chambers.
Reloading.
Okay. Good job. So we have ults again. If I'm you, the most important ult here is the breach ult on the enemy team. Because if you're playing B, you get breach ulted, it's gonna be rough. You can counter ult, which would be really good as well. So again, stop jump peeking, play somewhere else, start somewhere else on this site, or even start A. Right? Like, it's okay to go start A. Ask someone to swap you if you want to go play A. Just try new things out.
You want to play? Let's
You're gonna get
play.
opt. Either A. Oh, he's there. Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's why that can be bad, because you could just get opt there.
Yeah.
And so I mean I think the jump peaks are good, but once you do it every single round in a row, it's kind of. We're actually starting A. Okay.
So would you recommend like changing positions like every 3 rounds or something like that, or like?
I don't like to say like every 3 rounds or every round. Just whenever like say you do something and it works really well, don't do it again because they're probably gonna avoid that wherever you did. Right? Like
Okay.
if you go run down A main and you kill like 3 people, don't do that again because they're probably gonna go B because they don't want to die again in A main. So you have to kind of get inside of the heads of the enemies. Like, okay, what are they gonna do? Because what did I do, right? If you do something that was absolutely brain dead and it didn't work, you could do it again, but maybe wait a few rounds and try to change something a little bit about it.
Yeah.
But again, like it kind of also depends. Like that's why I say you can't just say every 3 rounds, because it kind of depends where the enemies are pushing. How is our team able to hold? you know, if our team can't hold B, then obviously you want to keep playing B until we can hold it.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we're here though, right? This is what I mean. This is a new opportunity that we're creating for ourselves that we have not tried before, right? So this is good. Our crosshair is a little bit high, by the way. I've noticed that a little bit throughout this game. Our crosshair's a bit high sometimes. See that?
Yeah.
Breaches hit 7.
Right there. Like this is something I've noticed a bit, and this is
Way
the
too
difference
high.
between just killing someone and whiffing, right?
Yeah.
'Cause you have to adjust. If you don't have to adjust there, it's a free kill.
Uh,
But good. You shouldn't be sad that that didn't work, because that should be a free kill.
yeah, it should have done that.
You shouldn't be. Cause that's good that you went there. I think that's probably the best way you've defended so far. You still have ults. You have your ult. You've been holding your ult for a little bit. I'd like to see you use your ult a little more frequently, just from what I've seen this game. I'd also like to see your KO ult more and your Sage ult. These ults have been the least used ults in the whole game, and it's again just kind of a pet peeve of mine to just see them sitting there. So if we're talking about using your comms, like say, okay, can we ult for whenever they push? Because just saying that could be the difference between him ulting once and or ulting like twice or 3 times in a half, and like just once at the very last round of the half. And same with Sage ult. Like, yo, I'm gonna peek here. I'm gonna jump peek. Can you res me if I die?
Yeah.
Now we're starting here. Good. We're swapping it up again. So good job.
I think it's B based on. Can you smoke it?
So you can go under, right? Especially with the sheriff. Like we just go under here. That's a really good play.
Uh-huh.
Gotta have a bit of confidence though. Again. Bucky. We could ult. Maybe not anymore though.
I wanted that.
So we'll watch arcade. I wouldn't have. I don't know why you went to them here. I would have probably kept watching arcade. I know the spike dropped, but just looking at the minimap, we have so many people here. So you leave arcade. What if someone's walking up arcade right now, and then your chamber or your KO dies, and then your Sage dies because nobody's, you know, look at this angle. Nobody's looking at arcade.
Yeah.
And you guys are for some reason just all like right here. It's not just you. It's just everyone.
I wanted that.
So have a little bit of you know, think a bit into the future about what should we be watching. This is gonna get us hurt maybe.
Enemy remaining.
Not too bad though.
Yeah.
So it could be here. I'm gonna grab Spike.
He's planted.
Okay. So I have ult. I'm glad that K ulted, but now it's your turn to ult.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I was doing.
Probably the best spot that you can play on this site, by the way, or one of the best spots is right here, behind one of these 2 boxes. Probably behind the box that can't be wall banged. But you could peek out when they're running up, and I swear they get like 3. It's something you can try. This spot's also pretty decent. Molly kind of okay, but still, I feel like there's just more potential you can get out of the Molly.
I think it's B.
More usage.
I'm gonna try go through tunnel.
I feel like playing inside your smokes is something that you haven't done really, and it's something that's really, really useful as well.
I tend not to do that. I don't know.
Yeah, again, I think you have this like tendency to just play back, like your aim allows you to be playing more aggressive. Like you can go for kills, even as controller, even as Brimstone, even as whoever else you play. Like you can go for it. You can get away with it. Just don't get too greedy, like we talked about, because you can get too greedy, and that's where you'll get punished. But there's also the opposite end of the spectrum, which is kind of what you're doing, I feel like. And you kind of just don't go for enough fights when you could be. This is gold. Like you can farm these people. This is a good ult opportunity right now.
Yeah.
Good. Oh yeah, I would ult that. You just dashed. Yeah, this is a free kill. No, that was free kill. In my head, like I know that she's planting in this corner. I don't know if you realize that, but
No, I didn't realize.
you can just ult like here so that she literally cannot escape it, and because she has no dash right now.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
So main drop in sight is winnable. Okay, that was super winnable. You could have easily killed the jet there, probably even stopped the plant, and then the round would have been more winnable. But
Yeah.
Now I'm
Thanks.
still looking at their breach ult. But now we're doing this
Hopefully
thing
they
again,
can- yeah.
right? We don't have to jump peek. Like you can. I feel like
Yeah,
Get out of my way.
you try to do this quite often. I like this angle though.
I
Nothing, bro.
think.
You just have to be careful. What if they come from down here, and then you have to hit a flick?
Yeah.
It's 2 or 3 then.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Stim beacon here.
I have a Bucky. I'm gonna fuck.
Is it good rule of thumb? Try to throw stim beacon on yourself and someone else.
One drop.
Okay.
Like that'll help you get better stim beacons. It's not like super important, but it's a little
Rainer drop.
nice bonus you can have for yourself.
One enemy remaining.
Last drop.
Molly's a little bit deep, I think.
Just hold spike. We have spike. Backside.
Yeah, this okay, good job. YouTube is not like so low today.
Yeah.
Okay. This would be good if we had someone on the same page with us. Like, yo, let's walk down here. Let's push together. Not a waste of Molly again, but just
Stim beacon
like
down.
you're probably doing like 10 damage with that Molly max.
Yeah.
You know.
Down.
My bad.
I would look at arcade here.
Ooh, so yeah.
I would go site. Like this position is not great for you to hold the B side down. Like we want to go up site, go tower, and then watch arcade from tower, or just watch main from tower.
Watch out, okay.
Yeah.
This is okay. It's just you're stacked on your teammates again. Like your teammates are doing it too, but we wanna distribute across the site.
Okay.
This spot is really kind of whack in my opinion. Cause like think about it, they're gonna run up. This is smoked. They're gonna plant and then what? Like you're basically this is where you should be if you're rotating from A, right? So if you're starting on B, you should be like in a much more favorable position, like in tower or on site or back here, like we talked about. Because then
Yeah.
they have to go through you to get the spike down, and if that means losing 3 people on their team, that is extremely worth for you. But here we have to retake 2v4. That is highly unlikely that we're gonna win this round
That on site.
now.
Do you recommend like playing actually on site, like fully on site instead of like?
I recommend. Wait, like in what scenarios? Like just in general?
Yeah, just in general, because I tend like to do that, like play either like back or like I don't know.
Yeah,
don't really-
I would never position like you were here.
Yeah.
I would either I'd either be playing A and I'd rotate quickly, and I'd be quick about it. But if I'm starting B, I would probably be in tower. That's probably the most favorable spot for you, because like if they plant, you can just peek out on them, kill them, and then come back. And then they know you're in tower, and now they're gonna, now they know that they're not in a favorable position. And now after you get a kill like that, you can just kind of wait for your team to group up as well, depending on how many people you have left alive. But here you're basically just coming back and forfeiting the site, which, don't get me wrong, doing that can be good in some scenarios. But if the majority of your team is already on B, like go help them, right? It's just the same common like theme where you kind of just avoid helping your teammates, or you don't realize that you should be like defending the site,
Spike planted.
playing around teammates, playing around the site more.
Last player standing.
Yeah.
And by the time like that we actually go to do stuff, it's just 1v4 and we have no teammates left, and the round's just gonna be so impossible to win. Not impossible, just really, really hard.
Yeah.
Still have the breach ult, I don't know why.
Watch and learn.
Looks like we win right here.
It was,
Tell me whether he's stunned.
We could go under. This spot's fine.
SB.
Like this spot, tower is so good because you can defend arcade and site from here, right?
Yeah.
Like you can't be here and then them feel safe if they know you're here. Like
Yeah.
and a lot of time people will come to you anyway, and if people come to you, if you have that aim, 3 kills.
Mhm.
You want to play? Let's play.
So go help your Rina, right? Go help your Rina. I don't know why we're still watching here,
You
right?
want to play?
They're ulting out.
Let's play.
I mean, our Rina could have said something, but if I'm you, I would have already been over here and watching this way.
Yeah.
If she gets a kill, I'm definitely coming to help her, because most people come out of main on this site. Most people don't come arcade. We know this because, well, I just know this because it's a fact about the map from my experience. But Also, whenever you think about attacking, think how many times you went arcade, right? Once. You went once. So, I'm not saying there couldn't be more people arcade, but most people on the enemy team are probably coming up main right now. So go help your Reyna. Ask someone else to help. Okay, he's gonna kill everyone. He should not have killed that many people. He should have probably died after one kill, and then that's where you be to kind of trade him. So again, it's just kind of not having a sense of urgency to help your teammates or to help defend the site. If your Reyna dies there, gets no kills, you want to be there to trade it for her and get like 1 or 2. If she died instantly and you weren't there, they get sight, like, it just sucks.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my god. The Bucky's not that good.
Just kill us.
Yeah.
I swear it's not. Don't peek the op. Don't peek it. How did it miss?
He's gonna have no time to run around. He has to
We've
push.
got time anyway. She has to just sit in a corner because she has to check.
Pop ult Reyna's.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, she has to push, you guys.
Yeah, she won't be without, bro.
GG.
Win.
So slow too. Okay. Good job. So main takeaway is play around your teammates more and play around the objective more. Like have a sense of urgency in those things, right?
Yeah.
So does that make sense? I have some notes for you. Do you have any?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions?
No. I definitely like understand everything you're saying, but like, do you feel like I should? I don't know. Back to the angles thing. Do you think I should be like, instead of playing? I don't know. Like, you see, when I asked you, how did I die to that guy? You said I should just hold the angle instead of.
Yeah.
Do you think I should be holding more angles and playing a bit less aggressive, or like I don't know?
I think you should be playing more aggressive, but I mean, there's a difference between playing aggressive, like, with good mechanics and then doing it with kind of, like, weaker mechanics. In that scenario, you're just you're just kind of peaking incorrectly, in my opinion. And so to fix those types of things or to strengthen those types of things, you go into deathmatch and you just practice holding angles more, or you practice peaking properly, right? And, I can't tell you all the rules to peak properly, but holding angles, it's really hard to go wrong when you're holding an angle. The only times you don't really want to be holding angles is when you need to attack so you can plant or so you can retake. Because obviously, if you're just holding angles in those scenarios, you need to be pushing, right? You need to actually be creating space so that you can win the round. But if you're defending on defense or you're defending the spike on attack, then you can hold angles. You don't need to do anything else. There's no pushing that needs to be taking place in order to win the round.
Yeah.
Okay, so I sent you the notes. Do you have any other questions?
Yeah.
Just play deathmatch. I would play deathmatch and focus on what you're weak at mechanically. Like, again, you had a bit of high crosshair placement a little bit, so really try to focus on holding angles and get proper crosshair placement.
Yeah. No, it's great. Thank you. But like, last thing quickly. If I was to, because I've never played a duelist, what's a good duelist to start?
I think you
for
could
the rest of the year.
Sorry for cutting you off. I was gonna say I think you'd be really good on duelist, possibly. But
which one do you think I should try and learn?
Reyna, it's kind of hard to go wrong with Reyna. Reyna's like, she's easy, but she has a very high skill cap, so it's kind of easy to pick her up. And I feel like that can build your confidence too, because you get a kill and you just dismiss, and then you're invulnerable and you can reposition safely. And so I think that'll help you get out of your old habit that you currently have right now, a bad habit, which is like avoiding doing what you need to do, right? Like avoiding helping teammates, avoiding positioning in scary places that you need to be in though to win the round. Jet can also be good, but just a little harder. I'd recommend Reyna first.
Okay.
But yeah, you have potential. Like I said, your aim's solid. The fact that you're here at a coaching session is like, shows me that you have potential as well.
Yeah, I do want to climb really.
You will for sure.
Yeah. All right, man. Yeah, thanks. It was great. I'll look over the notes and I'll let you know how I get on or whatever.
Okay. I also have the recording. Would you like me to upload that for you?
Yeah, feel free. Definitely. Yeah, that'd be great if you uploaded it. Yeah, I'll watch it again as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks everyone for watching.
All right. Thanks a lot, dude.
Yep.
Bye.